and it's time once again to check with Childs. All right, so on this problem we have a farmer plants 0 4/10 of a field with wheat. The field is 2 3/10 acres. So they want us to use the modeling method of shading the grids to show this multiplication equation. So the first thing I want to do is I want to jot down what my multiplication equation is. All right, so I see that his field is, make this a little thicker. Okay, so I see that his field is 2 3/10 acres, and he's planting 4/10 of each field. So we're going to multiply 2 3/10 times 0 4/10. Now, I know you guys probably already have some great strategies. You're like, oh, let's just take the decimal out and find the answer. Great strategy. We can test that at the end. But we need to show what it looks like, or we need to be able to identify what it looks like on a grid. All right, I'm going to use my shading tool to help me. Make sure it's set on the right setting. Perfect. All right, and we're going to go with the color. We'll do yellow. I'm digging yellow. All right, so the first one I want to shade in is the 2 3/10. I know that each of these squares, each of these grids, is one whole, or it has 100 little grids in it. So if I look at my number, the first thing it's telling you to do is the whole number, which is to shade 2 whole grids in. All right, that's gonna be my first step. I'm gonna shade in 2 whole grids. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I wanna make sure I shade them in entirely. All right, so there's the first grid. That's 1 hole. Now I need to shade in the whole second grid. All right, jade, looking pretty yellow. I'm digging it. All right, and then the next part of this is the 3/10, or I can think of that as 3 rows of 10. Oh no, what happened? Did I just undo my square? All right, let's put it back. Okay. Again, I can think of my 3 as my 3 rows of 10. So there's 1 row of 10. There's my second row of 10. And there's my third row of 10. All right, so I've got that first number all shaded in my yellow. Now I'm going to change colors because I want to represent another number. Let's do red. I want to use those primary colors so that they can make a secondary color. That'll be a helpful way to see it. So this time, I'm only going to shade 0 4/10. So I'm going to do a row, 4 rows of 10. But instead of shading up and down, I'm going to shade side to side. And I'm going to shade 4/10 of each of these, or 4 really long tenths. Could be another way to think about it. All right, so here I go. Okay, there's my first row of 4/10. Let me go to the second one. My second row of 4/10. See how I'm going to each square and I'm shading in those 4/10? Okay, looking good. All right, and I'm going to go to the last square and I'm going to shade in those 4/10. Or I could look at it as 4 really long rows of 10. There they are. All right, so hopefully, why does it keep erasing it? This thing is not being nice to me today, guys. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I've got my 4/10 shaded in. I hope you can see a difference in color. So I see the yellow, I see the red, and now I see where the 2 colors overlapped. And they turned it into the color orange. All right, I'm going to add up what I have left over, and that should give me my final answer. All right, so I know that there's 4/10 here. There's another 4/10 here, so I know that that so far is 8/10, or 80 little pieces. Here, I'll draw a box around it so we can see it a little easier. Okay, I could count these all individually, but I know this is 40. I know this is 40. Okay, and then I'm going to count these left over. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. So I have 92 of those little boxes, okay? But I know each of those stands for a hundredth, so I know that that's really 92 hundredths. All right, how about we do a little math over here to check to see if we get the same answer of 92 hundredths. All right, so if we're going to multiply 2 and 3/10 times 0 and 4/10, the first thing we want to do is take out the decimal. Once there, so we're going to move it 2 times at the end. All right, let's set it up. 23 times 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Put my 0 down. 4 times 2 is 80. All right, we're going to add that up. 12 plus 80. I'm going to do it over here so I don't run out of room. Equals 92. And then we're going to move our decimal 2 times. Once, twice. And there it is. We ended up with the same answer, 0 and 92 hundredths. 0 and 92 hundredths. Be very careful when you see a picture of a grid. Make sure you're looking carefully. First, you're going to make sure that they colored it in vertical. Then you're going to make sure they colored it in horizontal.